Relaxation and Energy Management for the Soul. Hello and welcome. So today, in terms of the background music, unfortunately that is not available on YouTube, but there is a free app by Meditative Mind that you can download. We are using raag music, which is called raag Bim Palasi, and it is a 320 Hertz frequency, the frequency of the solar plexus chakra. So I hope that is easy enough for you to get going. Then let's make a start with our introductory text for today's meditation. Relaxation and Energy Management for the Soul. We are focusing on the aspect I've called "That's Something, What We Are." And it is inspired by the leading quote by José Saramago. And he has said, "Inside us, there's something with no name. That something is what we are." José Saramago is one of the most important international writers of the last 100 years. Born in Portugal in 1922, he was in his 60s when he came to prominence as a writer and was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1998 for creating a powerful vision of the human spirit in his novels. This week, let's dig a little deeper into that something inside us, that something with no name that we are. Our soul is the doorway to that something with no name that we are. We are undertaking an interesting little journey here by venturing into the realms of our indescribable essence that cannot be put into words. And yet we try in order to understand ourselves a bit better. The most interesting question of all, for me, here right now, is: how is it possible that we are talking about something indescribable, and despite it being indescribable, we all kind of know what we are talking about? Maybe there are some question marks, but in essence, we usually know, or at least have that inkling, or an unspecified slight idea that our soul knows. How come we know something that our mind does not have much of a clue about? I guess people who insist that they simply don't know anything about what we are talking about right now might just resist acknowledging that something indescribable, something beyond the mind, something with no name, actually exists. Or people insist that in fact it is possible to describe everything. And religions are a good example of that, with the many different names they have created for God, or even have created many different types of gods in their imagination. There's nothing wrong with that, of course, as long as it doesn't come back full circle to the ego that starts to tell everyone that there's only one way of viewing spirituality. Yogic philosophy is based on samkhya philosophy, which is based on Vedic wisdom. The earliest scriptures of the Rig Vedas are among the oldest scriptures in existence, reaching back 3,000 to 4,000 years at least. The basis of these scriptures is the description of nature being a manifestation of God, or the one universal source of creation or universal consciousness. Our individual soul is an individual expression of universal consciousness, which is the source of all potential and therefore the ultimate reality, forever unchanging and being the source of everything in existence. This is true reality. What we usually view as reality is one big illusion because, for example, viewing a table or any material object as reality is in truth deeply unreal because the table can burn and cease to exist. What can change and cease to exist is not reality. It is a temporary manifestation of the spirit or universal consciousness. In short, what is subject to change does not deserve the label of being reality. True reality is unchangeable. It is the eternal spirit of creation or universal consciousness. Here is a Hindu legend that describes beautifully why we humans behave like lost souls. The Hindu legend of human divinity, it is called. This legend is about a time when all humans were gods, but they abused their divinity. Brahma, the chief god, decided to take it away from them and hide it where they would never find it again. Brahma called on a council of gods to help him decide where to hide the divinity from humanity. Let's bury it deep in the earth, the gods suggested. But Brahma said, no, that will not do. One day they will dig deep down into the earth and find it. Then the gods said, let's sink it deep into the ocean. Again Brahma replied, no, not there, for they will learn to dive deep into the deepest waters and search the ocean bed and find it. Then they said, let's take it to the top of the highest mountain and hide it there. But again Brahma replied, no, for eventually humans will climb every high mountain on earth. Someday they will find it again. The gods gave up and said, we don't know where to hide it, for it seems there's no place on the earth or in the sea that humans will not eventually reach. Brahma thought for a long time and then said, here is what we will do with humanity's divinity. We will hide it deep inside humans themselves. The humans will search the whole world, but they won't look for it inside their true selves. Ever since then, the legend concludes, humans have been going to and fro throughout the earth, climbing, digging, diving, exploring, and searching for something that is already within themselves. As Albert Einstein wrote, imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited to all we know and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there ever will be to know and understand. And of course, there will always be a space beyond what we will ever be able to know and understand, or beyond anything that we are able to imagine. We can call it something and try to describe the indescribable, or we can just follow our bliss. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray, as Rumi promises us. Feel into your heart. Your heart has a direct connection to your soul. Your heart is not governed by the mind, intellect, or ego, or even your body. The most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched. They are felt with the heart, stated Antoine de Saint-Exupéry in his famous beautiful book, The Little Prince. And he added, "It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye." Plato said the same about 2000 years earlier. In everyone there is an eye of the soul, which, he said, is more precious, far precious, than 10,000 bodily eyes. For by it alone is truth seen. So when you've seen the truth and struggle to put into words what you've seen and felt, just stay silent and simply enjoy what you know to be true. Living silently like nature, living silently like the universe, is the life of truth, says Master Wu Myung. Silence is the way back to our true self, our soul. Silence relaxes and re-energizes us deeply. It doesn't require us to name things. We can just rest in silence, enjoy the essence of truth within, and start listening to the teaching of our own soul. As Rumi wrote and emphasizes, let silence take you to the core of life. And know that, in Eckhart Tolle's words, eternity is the living reality of who you are. Please bring your awareness to your breath now and observe your natural breathing for a few breaths. Observe its depth, its length, its evenness or unevenness right now. Just observe without trying to control it in any way. Then take a few deeper breaths. And consider the following. How does it feel to be eternal? Not asking your mind. Let yourself feel it from the place of your soul. Is this something your soul already knew? If you realize that you are eternity in a temporary manifested physical form, does that change your outlook on life? Maybe you can, as Wine Dyer wrote, begin to see yourself as a soul with a body, rather than a body with a soul. I say this one more time. If you realize that you are eternity in a temporary manifested physical form, does this change your outlook on life? Here is a short introduction to our meditation today. We will begin our meditation by first mindfully bringing our attention to our breathing, then turning our attention inward with a reflective self-inquiry that will help us connect to ourselves at a deeper level. The background music that is recommended is available on a free app by Meditative Mind, and it is raga music. So the description how to find that is more in detail in the text underneath this video. But you can skip this bit for now if you like. Here is a bit more about what raga music is about and why we are using it during the soul series for relaxation and energy management. Raga is a Sanskrit word and means color or passion. It can also be translated as something that colors your mind with a particular emotion. The raga is considered a means in the Indian musical tradition of evoking specific feelings in an audience. On indianclassicalmusic.com they write that within Indian classical musical systems, a raag has the power to create very specific emotions in one's mind. The 320 Hz frequency is the frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the center of our willpower. This chakra is associated with the element of fire and the power of transformation. It represents the energy of the sun. It is related to the statement, I can, I do, I digest life easily. Meditative Mind explains, your solar plexus or Manipura chakra is the third chakra located in your abdomen above your belly button. It is the energy center responsible for personal power, self-esteem, and confidence. And as always, meditating on our divine core and meditating in a state of loving awareness on our inner truth. So let's begin. I invite you now to close your eyes if you not already have done so, and simply follow the inflow and outflow of your breath without controlling it in any way, coming into the present moment. With each inhalation and exhalation, allow yourself to become more relaxed, more comfortable, more at peace, and more at ease. Now, I invite you to tune in with this specific raga music. This one is called raag Bimpalasi and is associated with reducing anxiety, soothing the mood, enhancing well-being, and supporting mental health. It is exuding peace and assurance and is associated with homecoming. Take some deeper breaths and feel your body and mind relax. Let these soothing, relaxing, and reassuring frequencies merge with your own energy vibration. Let them help you to release any tension and drift into serene and peaceful feelings. Let go and flow into a new feeling of inner stability and empowerment. Letting every cell be filled with this transformative frequency. Allowing yourself to flow into a new trust in yourself and that you are connected to eternal existence. If you like, place your hands over your stomach and imagine your solar plexus chakra as a ball of yellow light glowing in your abdomen. With each breath, imagine yellow light entering your body. You could imagine it like sunlight, going straight to the area of your solar plexus, making it glow even brighter. As your solar plexus begins to radiate, your confidence and personal power will become stronger. Now, imagine the yellow light from your solar plexus beginning to spread throughout your body. Every muscle and every cell is being wrapped in this warm, glowing yellow light. Feel yourself becoming more and more empowered. And this is how Meditative Mind describes it. Feel your sense of unique identity expand. We will now ask ourselves 3 questions. First question: how does it feel when I understand my existence and who I am from a place of my soul that has no name? Silently ask yourself this question and notice the responses that come to you without forcing anything. You may experience thoughts, feelings, images or sensations, or nothing at all. Whatever happens is perfect. Simply ask the question and rest in being. How does it feel when you understand your existence and who you are from the place of your soul that has no name? Second question: how does it feel when I imagine myself as that something with no name, that indescribable eternity of existence, living at the core of my being? Ask the question and allow the responses to come to you. Notice whatever comes to you without forcing anything or judging. Simply ask the question and pay attention. How does it feel when you imagine yourself as that something with no name, that indescribable eternity of existence, living at the core of your being? Last question: how does my outlook on life change when I make this profound conscious shift in imagination about who I am, from limited ego mind to unbounded soul self? Ask the question and allow any thoughts, feelings, images or sensations to come without forcing anything or judging. Just be open. How does your outlook on life change when you make this profound conscious shift in imagination about who you are, from limited ego mind to unbounded soul self? Please let go now of the questions and answers. Keep your eyes closed for a little longer and bring your awareness back to your breath, easily observing the inflow and outflow of your breathing. Here are some affirmation suggestions for you for today. As always, please pick and choose or adjust so it suits you best and is totally to your liking. I am eternity at my core. I am unlimited in my essence. Everything is possible. I'm connected to the indescribable source of creation. I am it. I am a free and blissful conscious being. I am a soul with a body. I am an individual expression of the universal spirit. My individual consciousness is part of the one universal consciousness. I embrace this oneness in my uniqueness. Nothing needs to change in my outside world for this to happen. I keep playing my roles in life, while my soulful outlook on life gently and blissfully changes everything. I'm conscious of my eternal existence. I am pure existence. I am pure consciousness. I am pure bliss. Sat, Chit, Ananda. The last three sentences is what Sat, Chit, Ananda means. Sat is pure existence. Chit is pure consciousness. And Ananda is pure bliss. And it is not only meaning this, it is these words, as all Sanskrit words are the actual vibration of their meaning. So Sat is the vibration of pure existence or pure truth and pure being. Chit is the vibration of pure consciousness, and Ananda is the vibration of pure bliss. In other words, when we bring consciousness into our existence, we can live a life of bliss. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Keep your eyes closed for a little longer and simply rest. Rest in awareness, rest in existence, rest in being, rest in presence. Existence, awareness, being, presence, they are all the same. Rest in your soul. Simply rest. Now take a few deeper breaths. Stretch or do whatever feels right for you to transition from stillness back into your day. You can wiggle your toes and your fingers or move your hands and your feet in whatever way is right for you. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Let's finish with bringing our hands together in front of our heart centers and bow with gratitude to your own soul. Let's bow one more time to Mother Nature and to the rest of the world and to one another. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Let me know any comments or questions in the comment section underneath this video if you like. I would love to hear that. And until next time.